Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. How are you guys today? I'm Miss Shine 7. Welcome. This is a 21 plus reading. Raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. I don't know what the messages will be before the messages come out, so please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions, questions, and comments can be left in the comment section below. This is a general plus a collective. It will not resonate with every single one of you. And if it does not resonate, check out some of the other videos in the playlist. Along with, before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. Hey, 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 how are you guys today? I hope you are having a great day, evening, or night. Whenever you are watching this reading, I have your messages for today on the as above and so below. We have the put and over. Somebody's a put over here. They want to put something things over on you, or they want to put you in a situation that doesn't serve you, and then it's going to be over. Okay, it's going to be over, over. Okay, and then it's going to be the live and the let. So they want you to live and let this go. Okay, live your best life and let this stuff that don't serve you go. Okay, let it live and let live. Live and let. I'm sorry. Live and let. Put and over. All right, so let's get started, you guys. As well as things you shouldn't let an amateur do, things that you have under your spell. So somebody might got you under their spell. Somebody else might got your person, place, or thing under a spell. Okay, or somebody might be with you just for a little bit, a spell for a little short time, or such like that. Let's see here. We have love yourself first, hashtag self-love under the butterfly. We also have you don't have to sacrifice who you are to be worthy of love. We got the reflection. We got the mirror here in the energy. We also have the be in the energy between you and me. Be. All right? We got between you and me, and then at the bottom of the deck, a narcissist's worst nightmare is an educated empath. So you might be that educated empath, and you don't let this narcissist get away with his gray rocking you, his gaslighting you, his trauma bonding you, or love bombing you, or his manipulation, or his supply, service, and sex tactics. Okay? So love yourself first. You don't have to sacrifice who you are to be worthy of love. And we do have two pairs here under the reflection of the mirror of the snail. It might be slow for you to see this. It might be slow for you to understand this. But at the same time, you don't have to sacrifice who you are to be worthy of love here. Self-love, hashtag self-love, and between you and me. Be all you can be, because you shouldn't let things you shouldn't let us amateur do. So this might be an amateur person, young-minded, young, immature thinking, really don't have their wit about themselves, or they could be really like just an older person, but just still not wise in years, wise in their knowledge and wisdom, and, just doing what they've been doing, and getting the same results. So let's get started, you guys. We have the Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave here. It's time to be brave under the number 20. Mending a broken heart fairy, healing a broken heart here under the present energy. The Angel of Alchemy, miracles. Things can change. Anything can happen. If you only believe, anything can happen. The dawn of a new day, with the dawn here, under the new beginnings, under the miracles. Something new can happen in the energy, okay? Doesn't necessarily have love and compassion under this healing, this heart here in energy. As well as vulnerability with the metals here. Under, it's time to be brave. So you out in the environment, you're vulnerable, naive and gullible in some instances here in this energy. Let's see what's on the bulletin. We have a clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. When you realize something, aha. You know, when you finally get the true sense of something, you get that aha moment. Okay? So let's see here under this energy here. We got zombie control. So I try to control your life here in this energy. We also have wise seeing, wise actions. And this is all knowing. This is using your higher self, your 5D self, your higher knowledge and wisdom, and seeing things for what they truly are with the owl spirit here. And this is the skull of flowers creating through the ashes. So something might be, even though something might be dried up and withering away, it still could be something created out of those ashes. You know, charcoal, ashes, they can draw with it. You can still create something with the alchemy. In the new beginning, you know, you can still create with ashes. Put a little water with it, get you something sharp, start drawing with them ashes. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So now you can reform something in energy, okay? Under the aha moment. Wasn't just finished at that end. There's always another something else. Aha. Okay, aha. Let's talk about it here. There was some temptation in this energy here. There was some temptation. Temptation, bondage. Some type of something that held you in this zombie state of mind. Where you was just wandering, you know, wanting control over something, someone, or person, place, or thing. Let's check it out, you guys. Under the owl. What are we doing here? You know, under the owl, you might have was seeing things not clear. Because I have deception and envy. So you might have was looking at somebody in a different way, and you was jealous of that person, or that person was jealous of you. Okay? You're jealous of what you had, jealous of your lover, jealous of your, you know, well-being. You're jealous of many, many things, okay? In the energy, okay? Under creating through the ashes here. This was you standing your ground here. Creating through the ashes. This was you standing in you got to stand for something or fall for anything in energy, okay? Skulls of flowers. This is you standing your ground on the number 7. Also, the solar plexus here. There is, or possibly could be, a third party. But at this present moment, you might be feeling alone in the energy. You might be feeling a little alone with this heart and compassion, which you're trying to heal the mental broken heart here as well. And let's see here under the X factor. X factor, deeper meaning, bold, graphic, a chaser, a hitman. So somebody in this energy got to step out boldly. Step out boldly. In general, you got to step out boldly. Now with this hitman here, somebody might want to put a hit out on you. Or somebody has put a hit out on you. You know, people do far more things to people in this energy, or in energies looming since this whole pandemic, epidemic energy. I did hear today that Colin Powell did transition to the next life today. Energy. May he rest in peace. This is got a bag and fix my teeth. Lip service. You can do it. Okay, you got to talk yourself into it, or somebody else might be talking you into something that you don't want to get into. You know, this is lip service. I got up back and fixed my teeth. So what she say? Yeah, you know that's me, or something like that. I forget how the song go. In the energy. How y'all? I'm gonna get some energy to see who the heck these people are. Who is this in the meadows being vulnerable? Who's out in the meadows and feeling vulnerable? You in the elements though, so you are grounding yourself. If you in the meadows, you are grounding yourself. So your surroundings in the past might have was a little bit more stable than they are right now, because you're mending a broken heart right now. I got a lot right now turned over, about 4 or 5 turned over, and they saying it was just skimming the surface. It was the Hanged Man. It was also Ten of Swords for your stability. All right. It was also Nine of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Some woman, some man was emotional. So let's see what was skimming here. What was they skimming here? The top about the meadows here. Skimming the top here. I'm gonna get that from the book too, just so y'all can get the reference they're talking. All right, so this was your vice here. Back up. They said this was your vice. Okay, under the passions, the devil, the vice, devil's vice. Cigarettes. Somebody might smoke cigarettes. Somebody also might be addicted to porn or perversion. One for the dawn of the new day. They said it's not here, but they saying it's the moon because there's secrets here. They're saying it's the moon. That was the past position though. That would be your past position. They said it won't be there. So let's see here if it's here. Under the dawn of a new day. Dawn of a new day. What would be the dawn of the new day here for this energy under the present, under the future? Well, they're saying it's the Ace of Swords here, going straight through your mouth. But that was the past position as well, because the future is going to be new. You're going to rewrite this as the alchemist. You know, you're going to be things that you shouldn't have did when you was immature, or you could have did this when you was immature, before you knew knowledge, before things you came alive for you here. All right, this is the Chariot here. There are the temptations. You moved off in this energy, seeking new things, always off to a new adventure. The 4 beasts, 4 wands. That was your stability there, though. But it was deceptive. It was envy. Something that where you was not serving you because you was watching somebody else. 8 of curses. Yeah, they was cursing you here. Under the standing your grounds. They was doing a lot of things. They was pulling at you, taunting you, teasing you, tormenting you here. All right. Under the world. Yeah, this is the world you lived in here. Very toxic, very scary, very unsecured here in the energy under the clockwork. But the divine is in this energy though. Divine is here. It's also happening now. You might release this coming into this new moon in Scorpio coming up. But also it might be a little bit toxic coming in. This is being vigilant. Vigilance here under the stone people. You know, it might be might be hitting a stone wall or a brick wall. But back when they had Solomon and Gomorrah, you know, they told them to leave that town, leave that city, and never to look back. And if they did look back, they would be turning them into a pillar of salt, or, you know, whatever salt would be like a mineral. So, you know, that would be your stone people. So now when you go to those people and thinking you're going to ask them something, you can't go back to Solomon and Gomorrah. Something that didn't serve you. You can't go back there. Okay? This is your reflection, and they told us the winter solstice. You know, this is a time when things die off, so that when it's spring, it could come back fresh and new again. So this is like that reflection for you to see things in a new perspective here in the energy. Okay, that rainbow. This is your blessings. You know, the rainbow is here in the energy. God gave these to us as a blessing, not for the LBGT community as the rainbow. This is from the divine. This is from God himself. This is not from them. Okay. A lot of people always say, oh, that represents LBGT. Before it represented LBGT community. It represented the chakras. It represented the, the blessings of, no more storms in the sky or, turmoil or that type of thing from the divine. But, when we kept still doing things that didn't serve us, we had to sacrifice with the celebration of Christ, for our salvation, because we didn't stop being sinners, because we still are sinners. No matter what, you still are a sinner, and through Christ and his blood, we can repent, right? Okay. We're not getting into no church service today, but at the same time, that's where we are. Okay? So let's keep it pushing, y'all. Let's keep it going. Somebody might be feeling alone here. I got a bag and fix my teeth in that lip service. This might you feeling alone. This is also might be you the root of why things are the way they are right now, because of feeling vulnerable right here up here, just skimming the top, not going real deep in your situation. Even though those waves, underneath of those waves is real deep waters, but at the same time as you not going deep inside of yourself to fix the problem or seeing what the problems are, or, just skimming the surface of things in your feelings and with others. Because they're saying it's a deeper meaning here with the, this blue here telling me that there's a chaser here. So somebody wants you to chase them, or you run after them, or something in that nature. But it's a 5, so it's going to be definitely a change here in the energy. It's going to definitely change. So let's talk about these metals and it's time to be brave here. But even though you skimming the top, that's still about that's zombies. So there is a zombie, and you still just trying to eat other people's brain, or pick other people's brain, or doing something to manipulate another person. That was in your past position, though. That was in your past position. So that was poverty. So right now you might be feeling a little impoverished with the 3 of Pentacles here. No, that's 5 of Pentacles, excuse me. 5 of Pentacles. Out here impoverished. With the devil out here with the heart and the compassion, along with trying to mend your heart here. This is a detachment. You detach from this energy. You're like, hold up. We them boys. Nah, we ain't them boys no more. Like Wiz Khalifa. We not them boys no more. I don't want to roll down this road no more. Under this energy. Under the dawn of a new beginning. Under the Ace of Swords. But this is showing this sword going straight through your face. It's going straight through your face, going downward. So it's a downward spiral for you. And this is the flexibility. You was being flexible, trying to flex with this one and flex with that one, and bend and flex and stretch yourself too thin with the poverty here till you stretched out. Okay? So you stretched out. You ain't got nothing else to stretch and bend with. And this is idealism. That's how you idealize the situation. Under the Chariot, under the temptation, and the zombies. They said that was your regret. That's the Chariot. You regret some things, dear. Under the 4 beasts, under envy, the deceptive and envy. That says your introspection. That's your hermit. You relaxing there. You ain't making no decisions there now. Under the knowing that you should have did some things differently under the energy. You knew you should have did. That's where you probably feel alone at, because you went into yourself to see that you should have made some different decisions here, and the decisions that you did make now no longer serve you here. So this was your ultimatum here. Somebody might have gave you an ultimatum. Somebody probably told you, or you told somebody else that, this is your last thing, your last time. This is your ultimatum. It's either you or me or her, or them or us, or whoever it may be. But at the end of the day, they did give you an ultimatum, and you stood your ground. You might have not wanted to take the offer, but at the same time, okay, you're going to see through the ashes, okay? You're going to see through this, creating through ashes. This is the skull. Even though it took you to your death here under the 7, you blocked it out. 7 of them with the lovers. All right, it could have been a love affair. Okay, and this was your perception. Hang one. You was hanging around different ones, hanging around with this one, that one, and another. And this was your perception that these people could serve you. But now it left you feeling alone here. Under the alone, feeling alone, under the change, under the hang one, under creativity. You created this situation for yourself here. You created this situation for yourself. Okay, let's talk about it here under your let's see what the new chapter looks like under the poverty. What's the new chapter looking like for you in this energy? I said I was going to get something for you to tell you what they was from the book, right? Let me do that real quick. Let me do that real quick. All right, so the Knight of Cups. That's about romance. No romance without finance. So this is romance, adventure, and moody. So somebody was being real moody. Oh, there you go. That's skimming the top. That wasn't you doing just surface attention. Just boo loving, romantic, adventures, and moody. Then you change the vulnerability. Playing on somebody else's vulnerability. And it left you out in the poverty. Feeling low, feeling rotten to the core to yourself. Because look how toxic it is to you. Because the devil came right up after. You know what I mean? So this is how rotten it was. You might have was rotten to the core to this person. Because you was only skimming the top of the situation. You wasn't being vigilant. You was being stone-faced, stone to this person. You know what I mean? Because you came from Sodom and Gomorrah. You wanted to go back, but they told you if you look back, they would turn you into a pillar of salt. So there's the stone people being vigilant. You can't visualize nothing if you a stone. It turned into stone. Okay? Now let's see what's next. The vice, the devil. That's major arcana. Don't worry, be happy. All right, so this is your vice. This is temptation, and we do have temptation here under the regret. We have access and self-destruction. You caused this for yourself. In the world turning upside down, no one will blame you for indulging in a couple of vices. In fact, that's exactly what the devil wants you to do. Why bother to restore law and order when you can unwind with a few smokes? Why rescue children from orphanages when it's easier to kick them back with a pint? When it's easier to kick back with a pint of whiskey? The answer to both questions is the same. Because you're better than that. That's why. You felt like you was better than that. Sit back, kick back, and instead of rescuing kids from the orphanage, you would kick back with a pint of whiskey instead. You know what I mean? Instead of, handling your problems, you're going to sit back and smoke a couple of smokes. That's like yesterday with the pot. Somebody might be smoking pot. Somebody might be medicating to escape, okay, in energy. All right, now let's go on to... Oh, we didn't have one for number 3 because they said that it didn't fit. But we got, in the new beginning, they got the Ace of Swords. Because you're going to repaint yourself anew in energy. You're the alchemist of your own narrative in energy, okay? That's what they're talking about, okay? So let's keep it pushing. So now we're going to the new beginning here under poverty. What's the new chapter here? New chapter. They said the Queen of Swords. They said the detachment was the Knight of Swords. King and the Knight. He's still looking back to something else still. This is the 8 of Discs under the flexibility. That's you might be working on some things, but I don't know how much you're still writing. So what's the introspection is invocation. So and in the reverse stuff. Invocation in reverse under your introspection under the deceptive and envy. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. Let's see. And on the floor, I see the crab on the floor. It must be from another reading I did, but it's on the floor, so I'm not taking it. All right, let's talk about it here under the Queen of Swords. Major Arcana. Do we have Major Arcana today? The Invocation. Invocation is an exclusive card in this deck. This is an exclusive card. It says, take a moment to clarify your intentions. This is a call to connect with your guides here. But being as though it came in a reverse, it's saying that trust yourself, quiet the self-doubt and that threatens to overwhelm. Heed your inner wisdom and voice and connect with your intuition. Remember that you do not need to depend so fully on external validation. Here you will encounter the guardian of the second threshold, who demands that you put all you have learned to use in order to cross. You have everything you need to face this crossing head on. So you gonna cross something here with you in the hangman mode, with you being a hermit, with you trying to see things clear, with the envy and this deception and envy, along with the we're seeing and we're action and wise action, wise seeing and wise action. So they're saying that you got all the tools you need here, and this is reach out to guardian of the first hold. That's if you was in upright, but it's not. You go into the second threshold because you hung up too many times. You got the hermit, you got the devil, and now you got the hanged one was in this energy as well. So you go into the second one. And she said that the guardian will help you there at that threshold. That's what they're saying. Okay? So now let's go to the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. This is the next chapter. Okay? Queen of Swords. Keen intelligence formed by emotions and compassion. The Queen prioritizes what can be understood by the mind over what is felt in the heart. This is justice rooted in compassion, a truth or realization that cuts right to the heart. The best advice or clearest, truest truth might sting at first, but will offer clarity about your emotional landscape. Now we in the meadows and you was feeling vulnerable, but that's telling you that this is justice here, and this is the truth or realization, and it might even sting you with this poverty or this rotten to the core and how you treated others or how others treated you. It might have stung, but at the same time, they got to face this head on so that you can move forward. Then they said the Knight of Swords. So now we're going backwards and say sharp-minded and bold, embodies the joy of an intellectually stimulating argument. Benouncing nimble and keen treaties. This is the art of procession, practiced with mortal ambiguity. Debate me. The knight assertively strives toward goals without enough consideration for the implementation, or who it will affect. Is it better to be right or to win? So somebody wanted to be right, somebody told you was wrong and right, and we're going to debate about it. You wrong, you right, you right, you wrong, you wrong, you right, you right, you wrong. But at the same time, somebody detached because of this right and wrong, and y'all debated and y'all couldn't come to a even ground. Y'all couldn't agree to disagree in this energy here. And that's where, and when two adults is being able to talk, y'all shouldn't try to outdo one another. It should be you can agree to disagree. Okay? You can agree, and that way you can both can finish strong and still have a relationship. But a lot of people gotta be the last person to say the last word, or had the last laugh, or had that, always gotta get a get back, or a tick for tat, or something like that. Okay, in the energy. All right. So now we're going to the 8 of Dis. And this is where they might be dissing you, because this is where Eight of Pentacles would have been you working on your work in the other RSW, RWS. Sorry. That would be you working on your work. Don't worry. All right, here we go. All right. 8. This is a period of time of study, being a student or an apprentice. Like I told you was very immature coming in this energy. Apprentice. You could have been an intern. You could have been an intermediate in this energy. Not intermediate. Beginning stage. I told you very little emotions, very little money, very little grounding, very little wisdom and knowledge and vision here. You wasn't seeing things clear with your perception. You wasn't seeing things the way you needed to see them. You was only seeing them for self-loathing or self-grandizement. And so it's saying this is a period of study, being a student or an apprentice. Be careful and diligent. It speaks of knowledge and skills and cultivated carefully behind the scenes. The building of preparation phase of a big project. Hone your raw talent into stability. Into abilities that you can delve and well to your advantage. Find joy in working before you. Find joy in the work before you. So find work. So that was that flexibility. You was bending and flexing and stretching and stretched yourself too thin. But they said find joy in the work before you. Find work in what's already in front of you, right ahead of you right now, in the work that you're doing right now. And this is a welcome retreat to train and learn. So you're going to learn some lessons here in this energy. It's going to teach you some things here about how to treat others or how others should treat you. Or like I said when we came in about self-love, loving yourself first, hashtag love yourself first. Okay, and it's going to be between you and them. And like I said, be to agree to disagree. And you, what did it tell you? This will be the reflection back to you. Things that you shouldn't let an amateur do. And that was that, trying to treat you like they know what they are, like a real mature person. They didn't. This is going to be slow to come with the snail here. You don't have to sacrifice who you are to be worthy of love. You are worthy of love. Love yourself first here. And this is between you and them, or you and me, or I'm telling you to help you so you can know I'm there, the hitman, because there's something hitting here. I don't know if somebody hit you or they argue and push you, do an argument, they do it to you. But this is lip service. They talk a lot of trash, a lot of smack. They say a lot of stuff out of their mouth that they should just hold their tongue, but they don't. All right, so they're saying this is the Nine of Wands here under the lip service and the Seven of Chalice. Okay, and then what is this deeper meaning here? What do they mean, deeper meaning here? What is the deeper meaning here? Any deeper? What's the deeper meaning? Deeper meaning. 2, 3. And then that's the magic of the tiredness there under the Pentacles. So they act like they ain't tired. They tired of arguing and fighting, but I'm going to see what that one is first, because that's at the bottom of the deck. That's the Seven of Pentacles. So we're going to go with the Seven of Pentacles because I don't think I have major arcana out here. No, I got the Hermit. He's still out here. The Hermit is still out here. So I'm going to go to the Hermit first, and then I'm going to go to Seven of Pentacles. Okay? The Hermit talks about refusal, right? The Hermit talks about refusal. Refusal. Retention of the seed. Slow down your pace with the Hermit under the Hitman. This is under the deeper meaning. This is the refusal. Slow down your pace. Allow the magic of the magic germinate. When the psychic force is restrained, its power is doubled. So, double the power, double the pleasure. But this ain't double the pleasure. This is double. You wanted double pleasure. You might have wanted double pleasure here by seeking a third party here with the energy. I saw 3. 3, 3 under the solar plexus and number. And then you release the person with release. So there's the solar plexus that was in your heart. That was in your heart chakra. Your solar plexus. That was in your that was what illuminated the situation. A third party. And then I said I was going to the 7 of Pentacles, right? 7 of Pentacles. All right, 7 of Pentacles was tiredness. The magic of the 7 knots. That was the bottom of the deck. The magic of the 7 knots. You was tired now. Tired of fighting. Love cannot remain pure and precious over time unless you learn how to give energy to your partner. So that wasn't you giving them your energy. You was taking your energy somewhere else. Because this person is mending a broken heart. Love and compassion came out. Flexibility, detachment, poverty, regret, introspection, and ultimatum. You gave them an ultimatum about some things that they were doing. About you, them, you, us, or they, over a situation. This is what it told us. Somebody detached from it. Now let's go back here to the 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. La 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 la. This is scratching. 6 of Swords. This is scratching. The magic of the green claw. Green frees sensuality and allows the body to guide the spirit before the mind can guide the body. You cannot teach the flesh if it is not willing to learn from you. So you ain't even want to teach your body. I told you it was immature. Get what I could get. I ain't here for romance. What did it tell you? Just skimming the top. Romance, adventure, and moody. Then you out the door. I'm going to treat you nasty. I'm going to argue with you. Pick a fight. I ain't got to be nice to you if I don't want to. That's the ultimatum. That's the perception, how you saw things. Under the feeling alone and hang one. Perception, how you saw it. The Queen of Pentacles. Let's go back. It said the Queen of Pentacles. That's under the Hangman. That was the hit. Hit. Queen here. This is the coolness. This is how you gonna play it cool here. This is the magic of the bay leaf. This is you must fight coolness and convince your partner to be generous, both sentimentally, materially. This will bring serenity, safety, and serenity and sincerity into the couple. So you didn't have no sincerity here. You wasn't being sincere. You was at her feet, but you might was at somebody else's feet too, and at somebody else's beck and call, is what they telling me. You wasn't there. This is why you feeling alone, because you wasn't just only at one woman's feet. You was at another woman's beck and call, because she got the Knight of Swords here, moving off here, and then she detached here. Then this was a woman. This is a man. This is a woman right here, writing about how she worked on this relationship, between you and her. Between you and her. This is things you shouldn't let an amateur do. She didn't know you was this immature. And then she told me it was the implication. We can't go to this guardian to help us with the situation because you had too many toxic things. Addicted to different vices with the devil here. Okay? That's what it talks about here. And she had to, she gave you an ultimatum with the 8 of Curses. 8 of Curses talks about the cups. 8 of Cups. Walking away from something that no longer serves you here. In energy. Here. That's what it talked about. Seeing wise sin and wise action. Standing your ground. So she stood her ground here. Even though it was 2 other lovers and she had to fight with different people. Getting cussed out or somebody cussed her out. But whatever the case may be, it was agree to disagree. But y'all couldn't come to no medium here because it was too many people in the energy. Okay? Too many folks. So, she stood her ground as long as she could. And then she had to let it go. But over here talking about this lip service here under the chalices. Let's talk about that. Okay? Under, you know, got a bag and fix my teeth. No, you got a bag and fix your teeth. Do what with? Let's see. See, under the seven of chalice. Seven of chalice talks about the flight of fancy. So you got too fancy for, I'm fancy. I'm fancy, huh? You fancy, huh? Is that song? You fancy, huh? So somebody got too fancy. Okay, with the turtle here, it was moving too slow too. Okay, the magic of the 4-leaf of mint. Penetrating perfume of mint is like the thought of our loved one upon us. It fuels the idea and plans of love. It fueled it, but it didn't ignite it. Okay, it fueled it, but it didn't ignite it. Okay, because it was slow to burn. Okay, now here we go. The Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Back it up. Hey, back it up. Okay, well, Nine of Wands. Abandon. Abandon here. This is the magic of the olive branch. The eccentricities of character do not necessarily lead to unreliability. You must look beyond appearances to see the essence of the feelings. Well, he was only going for surface deep here. She might have had long black hair. This one got red hair. This one got some other type of hair over here. And then over here rolling around in the dirt when somebody was watching y'all over here. Hermit over here where you couldn't see things for refusing to see what was going on here under the refusal, okay, under the hit. So this made you feel hurt. This is where you got a broken heart and trying to mend things at. Let's see what the heck they going on. They got going on here, y'all. Let me hear, and then I'm gonna say I'm gonna catch you guys later. Let me say 2. They gave me 2. They said you're the only one who can fill this empty space. Under the lip service. That's what they probably told you under the third party. You're the only one. But there's other people that was filling this empty space. And it says, I get so upset when something reminds me of you because it reminds me how much I miss you. Over here under the hit. Man, under the deeper meaning where they couldn't go deeper. I started having insomnia since we last spoke. Yeah, because they up with somebody else in the nighttime hanging around. You know, feeling alone. So while they was feeling alone, wanting the union, which number 4 means the union, you know, the stable home and life and such. Hurting you made me feel broken inside. Okay, they made under the hang while they hung up in their mind now, but it was cold. They feel it was cold and distant to you in the energy as well. And this love is meant to be. Now they want to tell you it's meant to be, but they got the Jack and the Joker. The Jack and the Joker. So that's the Joker's wild. It could be anything. He could be just telling you that just to get back in the door. Or she could be telling you that just to get back in the door. But somebody's up at night still thinking about you and what y'all had and how it was, how it ain't going to be no more. Talk about the ultimatum here. This is the gilded regret. This is the gilded regret. I regret everything that I did to you under these situations. Because when he got over there to the other side, the grass wasn't greener over the other side. And on whatever rebound they took you on, it didn't serve them. Okay, the grass is only greener where you water it. So if you wasn't watering it where you was at, it ain't gonna be green over there either. If you wasn't watering it in the relationship you came from, that ain't even gonna be green. This is the fragmentation. Okay, fragmented. Okay, under the regrets, fragmented. And now they forgetting oneself. They forgetting who they is and how they should be and what they learned or what they didn't learn and how it made them feel and hurt. And I don't know, I won't never do that no more. And I'm never going. And now you get these bitter, jaded bitches, niggas, whoever they are, guys, girls, whoever they are. They feel bitter, jaded about what you did to them, but it wasn't nothing, excuse my language, it wasn't nothing that you did. It was their own lack thereof, self-love, self-worth, empowerment, self-value. It was nothing that you did. It's just because them. Like Moneybag Yo, I don't like niggas, I don't like bitches, I don't like nobody, right? So they didn't like nobody when it came down to nothing. They didn't like, that's the song I kept hearing just now. They had time today. They had time to play with your time. They had time to play with your money. They had time to play with your livelihood. And don't play with me, play with your mama or play with your kids, okay? This is a parasite in this energy, okay? A parasite onto the flexibility. That's how they was flexing. You know, a parasite is like a worm. It got stretchy, silky skin. So it could stretch and flex and, you know, it got a little short lifespan, you know. But at the same time, you know, it could flex and bend. Inchworm, inchity. You ever seen a little worm come out the ground? And, you know, they go by vibration as well. You know, they don't really have eyes to see. They really just inch along. So that's what they thought they could do. Inch along in a relationship with you until they could, you know, see things but it was so much of a debate because, you know, it was almost like slip and falls. You know what I mean? Once you fall and break something, now you got 6 weeks out to mend yourself again, okay? You got to get that, put a cast on it, whatever. You got to see a doctor, see an orthopedic, whatever the case may be, to get back on the mend. So now on the mend, you are trying to get back in life. Get back on the love train again. Get back out there and like they say, try to ride the bike again. You know, when you fall off, you got to get back up and do it again. So if you are liking the as above and so below, put in the over, as well as the live and let. Now you subscribe, like, share, hit that bell notification along with the thumbs up. And if you would like to get your own personal reading with me, Miss ShineLight7TV at gmail.com. Namaste. Now must go.